What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Vancouver's Worst Drivers. Starting this video off with this clip from Grey Wolf, which was actually featured on Daily Hive Vancouver, so a big shout out to Daily Hive for featuring this video. And this driver just turns too early, cuts off all these buses, ends up on the wrong side of the road, and corrects all of this by driving up on the sidewalk into the bike lane. Like, just absolutely horrendous driving. Drunk or distracted? Let me know in the comments section below what you guys think's going on here. Henry captures this video where these two cars crash. This car up ahead is going to lose control of the front end and trying to correct by just smashing right into the car beside him. Could have been avoided had he just left some little bit more space and slowed down. And then Jason captures this hilarious moment where this pedestrian is going to try and go for it and does a Tom and Jerry to get back onto the curb here. I don't know what preschool or daycare or after school program this group is a part of, but there's no way in hell I would put my child in this group. So obviously I've seen a lot of crazy driving running this channel here, but I have never seen someone so impatient that they're going to do a move like this by overtaking on the left where there's no lane just to make it sure that they get through the intersection. Unfortunately for Steve, he got in this hit and run accident here, but the fortunate thing for him is that the company logo is right on the side of the van, yet the guy still thought he could get away with this. I gotta say, it is incredibly ballsy for someone to park like this to go to the bank in the middle of a bike lane in the middle of downtown Vancouver with bylaw officers and cops everywhere. Not sure if this driver understands this or not, but those striped lines on the ground are for pedestrians, not for drivers. I don't say this very often, but I feel like some drivers should have their driver's license taken away, and this guy on a scooter is one of them. So he uses the cones as like his own little area to drive, which again is like, hey, you probably learned to drive your scooter going through cones, but not like this, okay? And Steven ends up following up, catching up to him, and this time he's going to hang a left right in front of two vehicles which are also making a left. Like, this guy just doesn't even fear getting hit by other cars. So let me know in the comments section below what you guys think is more dangerous. Using your cell phone and driving or reading a book and driving. For me personally, I feel like reading a book is 20 times more dangerous because not that I'm justifying using a cell phone, but I feel like a cell phone, you just quickly glance at it and put it down. This guy is reading like a novel or something while he is driving. Like, this is just extremely dangerous. So Li Chi captured this hit and run, and originally he didn't know that this was a hit and run because he didn't know that the two of the vehicles made contact. He later found out that yes, they did hit and they did make contact, okay? This other Civic drove off and then called an ICBC and said that Li Chi is the one who ran the stop sign, even though they did. And of course, thank God for dash cams because ICBC found out what the real truth was. This is a situation I would never want to find myself in. A, running the red light and being T-boned, but also being T-boned by a garbage truck. But fortunately for the driver of a smaller car, the fire truck is here right away to help them out. You can tell that this delivery driver is so done with work that he would rather get hit by a car and finish his shift early than carrying on for the rest of the day. As many of you know, one of my biggest pet peeves is people who have no accountability, like this driver right here. So this driver is apparently going 30 kilometers an hour in this situation. For some reason decides to drive up onto the shoulder, okay? I guess Jay honked at them or, just kind of sped up like this right here. For some reason, this driver is just infuriated by this, then decides to cut off Jay later on the highway, and again, drive 30 kilometers an hour just to piss him off. Like, what is going on? How does this guy not know how bad his driving is? This driver can hear the honking and has their window down, yet they're still gonna try and merge there. I'm not sure if this driver loses control making a left turn or gets the back end hit by another car and kind of like loses control, but either way, it doesn't end well for them. This was such a close call. I actually think the two vehicles actually hit, but this cab driver just drives off, so I guess no harm, no foul, but you gotta expect people to come to a stop on a merge lane here. Someone actually reached out to me when I posted this on Instagram and told me they know the driver of his car. And unfortunately, this driver actually drives like this all the time and is just a crazy driver. So I guess they're not going to learn from this situation. So this driver up ahead looks like they're trying to get onto the right side of the road by crossing over the train tracks. The problem is it looks like they changed their mind and then decides the logical decision here is to drive the wrong way down the road, which again is just super logical and super brilliant. So it looks like the city of Burnaby spent all of its money building a cement island, having signage no left turn here, yet, as they say, build it and they will come. Drivers like these are so infuriating because they do U-turns in the busiest intersections with multiple cars coming their direction, and they just don't care who they're blocking, and they just go for it anyways. As I mentioned in the hit and run clip, it's always bad when you do stupid things in your company vehicle. The problem is when you do stupid things in your construction safety vehicle. I guess the parade of vehicles turning left in front of them wasn't enough for this driver to figure out that they were running a red light. It's really sad to see that the moment the road kind of changes or swerves a little bit, that people's brains just turn off and they have no idea how to function. How do you explain to your boss at work that you tried doing a U-turn on a little road with a 15-foot van and you just assumed that you're driving a Honda Civic or something? Because I don't see any other explanation here. This situation must be so embarrassing for drivers because you just know that all eyes are on you, and I guess this driver just had too much of it and just decided to peace out. So Anonymous admitted that he was at fault for this accident, but just take a look at the chaos that ensues when you're going a little too fast, don't have enough time to stop, and then just everybody is getting an accident here. Just everybody. A lot of people were telling me that this intersection is difficult, which I agree with, okay? The problem is, if you're not shoulder checking and you're making quick turns like this, it's going to become a lot more difficult very quickly. Alex captures this guy driving the wrong way down the highway, and you can just imagine the terror in people's faces when they're driving, facing this guy, and having to try and get around him, going, 70, 80, 90 kilometers an hour. Here's another confusing clip because this driver on the left can see Hey Little in the middle of the intersection trying to get through, but this guy's going to force his way through anyways. I know some people in the past have commented on these kind of videos and said, oh, maybe they have to go to the bathroom, maybe they're giving birth, who knows, but all we really know here is that this driver is very, very motivated to go wherever they're going. Unlike the Hey Little video clip, K Wong here doesn't even have a stop sign and then almost gets in a crash in this clip. This driver somehow saw the bus coming and probably looked to the right and saw Craig there, but I don't know, still goes for it, man. Like, I don't know who the driving instructor is, but they should probably be fired. How do you hit a parked car with a smart car when you turn right? I couldn't imagine what this driver would be doing if they were driving a bus or a limo or something. I'm going to be straight up with all of you guys. I just want to be involved in this incident or whatever you call it, just so that I can hold baby ducks, because I feel like that would be awesome. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the last video of May, which means it's time for the $100 Black Box My Car giveaway. And I was fortunate enough to actually do 3 videos this month, so I'm finally getting back into doing more videos, which I'm very happy for, and I'm hoping you guys are too. So this month's winner for month of May will be Sean.H32. So congratulations, Sean, on winning $100 to Black Box My Car. And again, a big thank you to Black Box My Car for doing this monthly giveaway. As always, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. You can also send me in your footage on Instagram or by email, vancouverdrivingvideos@outlook.com, and all that information will be in the link in the description below.